Hi guys, can you hear me? I heard you're the most engaged crowd here. Okay, so good. Expectation management. I burned my tongue with the coffee today. My smallest daughter gave me a cold yesterday evening. But I have 5 tools for you and some vouchers. And I don't have to sell you anything because I work for a travel company. You know it, you can visit the app and so, but I have no stakes in anything I present here. Does that sound good? Yeah? If you want to have a sales pitch, go to the master classes. No, I'm joking. Anyone has seen Anamika this morning already? Yeah, was good, huh? I have some real learnings. No, okay, I see. This will be a hard job here to make it funny. It's also 1 o'clock. Did you had already lunch? Yes? No? Who had lunch already? So I'm between lunch. Yeah, I'm between you and happiness, basically. Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah, that's a great start. We will run through this thing here. If you lose the red line here, no worries. You will get the presentation afterwards. No. Oh wow, that's already the first mistake. What we're doing today, I will show you briefly what OMIO is doing, what is the generative world, the generative age we're living in at the moment. Then I have 2 very small, nice tools you can use for data collection and monitoring. Yeah. Then a very brief section on if you have the data, if you have your monitoring set up, how actually can you segment your customers better on that with AI? And quite a cool thing is how I used for a campaign LLM support, large language model support, but actually how to scale it at the end. Yeah, everybody can use ChatGPT. Who's using ChatGPT every week? Oh wow, 90%. Yeah. Okay, so. Everybody can do this. How do we scale this? Yeah, how do we make this approach scalable? Is the pre-last section, and then I had a longer night, and I thought maybe it's time to call out the hyper age. Okay, no one is interested. Thanks. Let's start. So that's me. You heard the story there. I'm doing this quite a long time now in Berlin. I have a podcast. Called Leaders of the New School. It's in German, sorry. Yeah. OMIO. Have you ever traveled with OMIO or Go Euro already? Who used OMIO or Go Euro already? Okay, I like marketing conferences. The percentage is usually a bit higher than on average. Yeah, that's good. We have all providers in Europe under contract. So whenever you use it, you need a train or a bus ticket. We sell it and we have it. We are usually there for the foreigner. So if you come from Poland to Germany and you don't know Deutsche Bahn, we have the ticket for you. If you are in Italy and don't know Trenitalia, then you use OMIO. Yeah, so we are always for the one who's in another market relevant. It's quite a huge business, as you can imagine. We have around 1,000 providers on our platform, so it's quite a big thing. You can see the numbers on it. Ah, yeah. That's fine. So, you all heard already about the generative age? I have done, these are the learning slides. We have to go through them, yeah? I know they're boring, but without these slides, we cannot go into the fancy things. The first one is for your boss, yeah? So the McKinsey slide, why we're doing this, because 90% of all marketers think they can use AI to make a competitive advantage here, or have already developed an AI strategy. We can skip this one. This is how it really looks, yeah? You don't have to check it. This is the AI landscape. Every day you have 150, 200 new AI tools. No one can understand it. That's why I clustered it for you a bit. There it is, base 10 venture capital. So that's where you should look up latest news if you want. Because the landscape is so broad, I clustered it a bit. That's maybe the more interesting slide here. So in general, you have the processing units, not interesting for us. You have the platforms. You have the end-to-end apps like Midjourney. Yeah. You have the closed source models. That's the interesting part for us later. So GPT-3, 4, Turbo, Gemini, and so on. You have the open source foundational models like Stable Diffusion, if you have used it. You have the hubs like Hugging Face, where you actually combine and collect all the AI models out there. And really only at the end on top is what we as end users see there, like Jasper, GitHub, ChatGPT, and so on. So that's the generative AI world we're living in. But to see how the world developed already, or how far we are already in terms of usage in the population, I pulled out this one here. That's from a tool that shows me the affinity from that's Germany, by the way. The affinity from Germany in Midjourney. Yeah, it had a peak at the beginning of the year, and then I pulled the data yesterday, by the way, and then that's a very high number. So it's using Midjourney or using ChatGPT is not a nerd thing anymore. Everybody uses it. Yeah, so we have a huge percentage of female share. We have a very, very large digital audience who already uses AI for their business, for their personal life, and so on. And really interesting, check this one here. These are brands and people with a high affinity from a user to Midjourney and ChatGPT. So someone who likes ChatGPT or someone who likes Midjourney has a high affinity also to whatever it is, Trendyol, yeah? Or GitHub is clear, I guess. Music is clear, Bundesliga. So you see, it's right in the middle of the society already. AI usage, the interest in ChatGPT and Midjourney is already common sense. Make sense? Yeah. So that's the boring part. Now the overview. We have 5 sections. Look when I draw something how it looks. Next time an AI should do it, I think. Anyway, we check data and monitoring tools. We have AI production, AI coding. By the way, who is using a Copilot from GitHub? Ever heard of it? Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So first learning, try it. Yeah. So go to the IT department and say, hey guys, pair programming with an AI. We don't need a second one. It's maybe a good idea. So if you want to do AI coding, maybe Copilot is a good idea. Yeah. Then I have an AI toolkit for you and something for CRM. First question is a model. The model looks very basic, but that's, I think, how we all should start. Should I use AI in my company or in my team, if you have a bigger team or so, or not? Yeah? Have you asked yourself the question already for 2024? Should we use as a team AI or not? 5 level. From Christoph Borsek, by the way. First level, no planned or regular use of AI tasks. As we saw, 90% of you guys use already AI. Exactly, yeah, ChatGPT and so on. All fine. This is the stage we already achieved everywhere. Regular use out-of-the-box tools like ChatGPT, mainly we all do, right? Second level, recurring tasks are solved with individual AI tools. So do you have an API? You connect to your content production tool, to your CRM tool, to your ad production, whatever it is. Yeah? Second level, I guess some people in the room here are already on this level. Level 3, AI takes operational responsibility for individual tasks. Only the people bring the results live. Yeah. Level 4 for me, correct me if I'm wrong. Level 4 for me is like an AI chatbot. Yeah, AI takes over relevant areas and reports problems with suggested solutions. Yeah, are you using an AI chatbot already in your company? Level 4. And level 5, AI takes over planning, execution, self-control, and optimization. How does level 5 sound? Do you remember Skynet? Yeah, okay. Am I so old? It's from Terminator, the self, yeah, okay. Okay. So level 5 is Skynet. A lot of companies will reach levels 2 and 3 this year. yeah, and have planned it. So, try to use it. Very simple. Check where you are and see if you gain competitive advantages here by going to the next level. Make sense? Okay. Let's rush to the next one. First, my favorite tool, I think I presented it in October in Barcelona already, to collect data from audiences. Tool number one is called Raskas on the right side. Yeah. The code is Norman 20. Yeah. So I asked for codes for you guys. So the code, if you want to have access, is like Norman 20 or something. You're welcome. The idea is, in all times, not in all times, still total value stuff here, not because it's from Nielsen, but you can check now way better via, let's say, you connect all to the public APIs or non-public APIs, data from customers, you normalize them, you have a machine learning algorithm above or an LLM at the end, and you can see a lot of things you would never discover with your old questionnaires. So if you want to discover data in an AI world, I would suggest check out how you can measure behavioral data way better than in the past. An example here is that one. I know it's funny. Yeah? I asked the guys, show me something funny. This is the affinity measured, the measured affinity from a Bitcoin fan towards different alcohol types. Yeah, so you can. No one would ever answer this in a questionnaire. So if you want to gather data in the future, yeah, you can measure it directly, and smart algorithms will help you understand it. So you can see here, a Bitcoin fan has a very high interest in craft beer, root beer, single malt whiskey, red wine, white wine. Sounds familiar? Yeah. Okay. So you see the hipster here. It's there, and now you could also put some zip code over it. So if you want to commercialize on these Bitcoin lab fans, yeah, if you have a company that offers whatever expensive products, check this out. Or if you want to open a bar, in a specific zip code level, you know exactly what types of drinks you have to offer. Without doing expensive queries here. So collecting data, behavioral data, quite important. I had another example for Barcelona here. For example, you can also collect data now and run an AI on top of it and say, where do you have a lot of Airbnbs, in which zip code? And then you can run the query where, how much cleaning services you have there. Yeah, so you can combine different data sources. At the end, you will exactly discover where can I open my next cleaning service? Where should I open my next sandwich service? Yeah. So what is missing in the area is all kind of much easier than in old times asking questions and 6 months later you have an answer. First tool, Raskas, voucher you have. It's a Jedi term. Second topic, you have the data. Now you have to track. You have to track the data and have to track your brand. How did you track your brand in the past? Or any kind of topic, yeah, you probably have a Google alert or a company doing it for you, right? I found a page called trackaianswers.com. I don't know what the voucher is. Just try Norman 20. Yeah. I chatted with the guy, some Finnish guy who built this. What they're doing is they connect to all bigger large language models that are out there. This is GPT-3.5 Turbo at the moment. And they collect, for example, here for the term top 5 whatever fashion stores in Germany, the data for you. So if you want to track the top 5 brands, your own brand, persons, whatever the attribute or the item is you want to track, they track it for you. This one is in GPT 3.5, no surprise, right? Everybody knows Zalando, About You, H&M, whoever is from Germany, that's what I would expect, correct? Yeah, so nothing fancy. So this is what the future looks like. If someone asks, about a brand or a person in an AI, this will be the answer. This is the reality. It's not what Google answers. That's what we do now, right? This is the reality in the future. Someone asked automated and large language model, yeah, which version to be discussed, and this answer is then the reality. Here's the second one. This one is a bit more tricky because I asked ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo again, what are the top 5 ski resorts? And my French guy said, no, man, Courchevel, not 3. Yeah, so and now comes the interesting part. So you can ask GPT 3, 4, 5, and 4, and the answers are different. Yeah, the different AIs give different answers on your brand, on your topic, on top lists, on whatever the item is. Yeah, get the idea. You have to track in the different AI and in the different large language models your brand and your topic if you want to see the reality. So here, for example. 3.5, bit older from November. OMIO does not offer customer service, competition none. Great job, I have no competition. Oh, too bad. In GPT-4, I have limited bookings in Europe. That's not correct. And a few other locations, not worldwide. That's correct. And we have competition Trainline. I heard from them somewhere. Yeah, get the idea. All different large language models gives a different picture on the reality. Yeah, on your brand, on your name, on whatever your topic is. Even the top 10 destinations to travel in summer will be different. The top cheapest routes to France will be different. So make sure that the reality you see, you track, you check it over. Not Google is the reality anymore, but the LLMs are the reality for a lot of topics now. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. Next one. 2 tools. Segmentation and prediction. We have, a lot of you use CRM systems. Yeah? I picked out one, I guess a lot of Bloomreach, movable ink. There are a lot of tools out there. Yeah, I just picked one just to give an example what modern CRM systems are capable of. Yeah, so if you have or customer engagement platform, however you want to call it. Yeah. So first, they call it Sage AI. Sage is inside brace an environment that gives you AI advices on how to create tests, how to create content, how to create picture content. How to personalize your ads, yeah? So you can have everything in your CRM system already now, more or less out of the box, if you want to have an AI segmented approach to your customers. Yeah? They call it Sage by Brace. First, of course, you always put the data in, you classify them, they have an AI segmentation running for you, you orchestrate the data, you do the tests, you get personalized AI recommendations out there. And the funny thing is, inside the tool, you can already use it. So you don't need to connect to some external tool or whatever. You can do everything in the tool. Just say what you want, test ABX, test, make different copy versions. You don't make the copy, the AI makes the copy for you, generates the image for you, and also is doing the QA for you. So this will be the future, how you make communication with your customer. Makes sense? Here are the numbers if you want something for your boss, yeah? I'm not sure if that's a sales pitch number here, but in any case, yeah, if you have a better timing and a more personalized approach, for sure, you will do more purchases. Clear? There's no voucher, just say there's a voucher, yeah? Okay. Scale large language models. So we talked about using ChatGPT. Give me a second. I think we all use ChatGPT already. I have a nice example here. We made a test, yeah. So we made a test. How can we use, in this case, ChatGPT-4? I think, not sure, to increase our reach, yeah, brand, all the KPIs you can imagine, get popularity, authority, backlinks, and so on. We used the LLMs to generate ideas. You remember, like 1 year ago, everybody said, yeah, but the large language models will never do anything creative. Yeah, they can do standard work and so on, but nothing ever will be creative. Only humans can be creative. Yeah. 1 year. So ChatGPT and Midjourney, and they all are more or less, they're longer on the market, but in use like a year, they can do creative jobs. Yeah, creativity is not limited to humans. Yeah. I think that's something you can actually discuss with me later. I like this topic, but the ideas coming out of an LLM are quite advanced, and you can iterate them. And if you have 10 creative ideas, iterate each one of them, and you get another 10 for each of these 10. Yeah. So creativity is not limited to humans. Use the LLMs also to create ideas and connect them. For our campaigns, we use the LLM to actually find the data points we want to talk about and also collect the data points. Yeah, get the idea? And the structure, how it looks like. The magic happens, of course, when you put in your own data at the end. Yeah, if you have a travel or fashion platform, you have a lot of data you can inject on top of that, and that will be a story no one else can build, and every journalist will pick up. Yeah, and that's how it looks. Heat escape was a good thing, so the LLM was right. Yeah, people wanted to escape the heat last year, and we had 440 press clippings. That's quite a lot, actually. Yeah, so whenever you had a campaign that did 440 clippings based on a large language model creation, yeah, it's a campaign based on an AI creation. It's quite interesting. Make sense? Is it scalable? Yeah, so that's like one campaign approach. But if the data in the LLM is not enough, combine it with your own data set. There's no magic. Oh, that's nice. There's no magic because there's a company called Magic. Was not planned. It's not even funny. I see it in your eyes. Anyway, there's a company called Magic. They built a tool to create whatever content you want from whatever large language model out of the box. Generative AI, blah, blah, blah. So we all know there are a lot of large language models out there, not a lot, but like a handful big ones. How to actually use them to create content, to control the content, control your brand in there. Yeah, in all the materials you produce, how do you secure that it's still your brand, your identity, your domain, whatever? And how do you integrate it without having a full developer team on it? They call it Cassie. I guess the build is AI created, if you get it. It's a platform. They call it the Urban Sports Club for AI tools. Is that a good picture? The Urban Sports Club for AI tools. So what they have is, they have a connector to all large language models. You just say, I want ChatGPT4 or Midjourney or whatever. On the other hand, you drag and drop in your 10,000 pictures, your 10,000 URLs, your 10,000 texts, whatever you want to have. Yeah, you train the LLM you choose before on your own data set. Yeah, and then you have a little prompt feed where you just say, I think I have a nice picture for you. You just say, I want the car in a desert, or I want the car on the street, or with concrete, or another color or so. So you have your model, Midjourney, you have it trained with 10,000 of your car pictures. And then with a 3-word prompt, you can whatever create out of it. Out of the box, everybody can do it. You don't need programming, you need nothing for it. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so you just say, I don't want to spend too much money, so I use ChatGPT 3.0, I think it's free or so. Or I want a most advanced 4.x turbo, and put your train data in there. So the training. Hopefully, I'm not destroying any agency business now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think some are charging a lot for training LLMs. Maybe you can do it on your own. Really nice. I saw some pictures. I saw the demo. The quality of these pictures is amazing. No? So it's fantastic. There's the code is Norman or Norman 20. Just ping them if you want to have access. I think it's still in alpha, by the way. Yeah. So there will not be the only one, but this will come. Yeah. You will have out-of-the-box scalable content productions very soon coming up here. I have the feeling I'm running out of time. Yes. Okay. we only have one more topic. We have the tools covered, it's fine. The last thing is, I just wanted to bring in, because this is all tool-based, this is what you can use already, but what's the future? I think it's the hyper age. Who has kids who play Fortnite? Fortnite. Or who plays Fortnite? Sorry for the question here. Yeah, nice. This is where the world goes, right? So with all these tools, you can create a hyper-realistic, Dali probably would have said surrealistic world, which is photorealistic, but on the other hand, hyper. Yeah, so the colors will increase, everything you can do will increase. You can create from text anything. Yeah, so the word of today is text to anything. So if you're done with all the toolings, all the stuff that helps your business now, the next one will be text to anything from OpenAI. They call it Zora. I didn't put the video in because videos never work on conferences. You know this. Zora is a text to video generation. The quality is so outstanding. I don't want to talk about it here. Yeah, but you see the hyper age approach here. At first it looks like a realistic tree. It was perfectly realistic, and then at the end it's just paper flyers in there that are generated from the AI. So this is what is next. You have the generative AI, the generative age, and this moves slowly to a hyper world where we have more than realistic approaches. And with that AI-generated video lady here, we close with our 4 takeaways today. First one, text to anything is out of the box. Yeah, text to songs. Yeah, ask Björn Darko. It's out of the box. You can create songs easy with one click. I did it with my co-host, podcast co-host. Is out of the box. Collect data from smart sources, and monitor your AI results. Monitor your AI results on your brand, on your name, on your topics, on your top list, whatever it is. Yeah. Stay competitive there. Using AI tools is common sense already now. And go through the checklist. Is your company AI ready or not? On what level are you? What's the next level to reach? Make sense? Tools there. Thank you.